Hey, it's Sean Callagy with my platinum co-host Mariah Brown. How are you, Mariah?
Good.
And with our friend Tiffany on Morning Mastery, and we're all teamed up. We're platinum partners, first of all, and we're all teamed up on Team Together, team number 5. So Tiffany, how's everything going with you at Date with Destiny?
I love it. It's incredible. This is my first time, and I've had so many life-packed moments, and I just can't wait for the rest of it.
Right. So what brought you to Tony's world to begin with?
My
Your
dad.
energy's incredible, first
Thank
of all.
you.
Right?
Thank you.
And your
My
dad's
dad.
filming on a second camera right
Yes.
now, right? So, hello Dad, how are you?
Yeah.
So what's going on in terms of Date with Destiny and Tony world for you?
Well, my mom was an alcoholic when I was younger. And, she was a binge alcoholic, so she would drink and then she'd be there, and then she'd drink and then she'd be there. And I knew she always loved me, so I thought I never really let it bother me. But when I've been here, I've realized my whole life I've been chasing consistency and security. And so, so I learned that here. What else was it? Sorry.
No, okay. So, but I think we're talking, like, we talk a lot about like these. Everybody has like this story arc of life, and it's so interesting because I think I grew up in a family that, and I think Mariah did as well, that we didn't grow up with money and resources, right? And so when you grow up in a world without money and resources, a lot of times people invent stories about what money and resources looks like, and they right?
And then you get a little bit of scarcity. So I was on alcoholic. I had an alcoholic father.
Yeah.
So I had an amazing mother, alcoholic father, very like distant and not present in my life. So you can't understand. These processes are amazing because you actually can transform. And you know, we kind of yesterday we're talking about our blueprint. We're talking about our values, like forward and away values, and really interesting how the rules that we make about our life and how those rules will define everything. So what does love mean to me? What needs to happen in order for me to feel love? And I was having like incredible like breakthroughs. I mean, just even when my mom and I have an amazing relationship, but I'm even having breakthroughs about that. Like, what did her love mean to me? What did it not mean to me? And so, like, thank you for sharing that. Because I feel like that means a lot. And I think it's impactful for everybody to be able to feel that we all have a story. And like, are we gonna let it define us? And I think an environment like this like makes us just like break open, pull off the layers, and go like, I'm not gonna be defined by this, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. So, I mean, for me, that's how it was, and I remember I was like, I'm not ever gonna let that do. I'm always gonna be there for somebody. I'm always gonna be loyal. I'm always gonna be consistent. And
That's beautiful.
yes, and I just never let it happen. And there was a life-changing moment because I also had a boyfriend that was a drug addict. So then there was just one point in my life where I just said, you know what? I do not want to take care of people. I am sick of this, and I'm not doing it anymore. And then I just changed, and I thought, if it's just me alone, I don't need anything or any of that. And then I ended up meeting the most amazing man, my husband, who is the most loyal and consistent guy ever. And we have just grown, and our relationship is great, and I just couldn't be in a better place.
And so as we tie this together and wrap this up, sometimes we hear these words, and I want to give a specific application. So we went through, as Mariah was saying, and Tiffany, we all experienced this last night. We were here till 2:30 in the morning in the room, right? Like, massive energy.
It was about 15 hours that we were in there.
I know.
Yeah, right?
I don't even want to get up to go pee because I was so in the moment. I'm like, I can't miss a second of this.
All right, so yes, we're challenged to be radically honest. I don't know if this is healthy or not. I didn't pee for 9 hours. I peed at 9 a.m. and then I peed at 6 p.m. That is a true statement. So for all of our doctor clients out there and friends, like, I don't know what that means, but and I was drinking a lot of water, so it's very strange.
You're journaling your pee.
Journaling my pee, right? So we're going through this exercise and we're ranking values, and I'm thinking like, okay, and then we start coming up with and having meet our needs, and that's a longer story. But the key thing is I come up with this emotion that I want to experience, and the thing that came up with me at age 20 is magic. You go, well, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sounds fun and cool. But then I realized that the way I wanted to produce magic, I had these rules. So you had this value, an emotion.
Which is your number one value. It's not just a value.
It was my number one.
In order for him to be happy, he had to have magic.
Yes, thank you, Mariah.
Everything had to be number one thing he needed to be happy.
And we're working on this stuff together in our group,
Yeah.
right? And then you have rules. So having magic could be really neat and say, I could have magic by looking at the sky, but my rules for it is you uncover them, where I had to do things that nobody else could do.
In order to be completely happy.
Right, that's not good, right?
No,
Right?
no, you can't.
So what I tended to do was find all these impossible things that attracted me, whether it be an ineffective relationship, whether it be something in business and risk everything and push all in, because I had to make magic happen. Now, thankfully, in certain ways, it helped. In other ways, I wasted enormous years of my life. So when you hear these videos, don't hear motivation. Hear that as we're going through these things, there's deeper levels of teaching. So question might be, if you sat down and really looked at, hey, what do you want? I want to be happy. You want something, of course you do, right? But it's how you get there, what these value structures are. So a great question for Ted, or it might be right, tipping, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what is it for you that's the top emotion you want to feel? And then what are the rules underneath it? Because listen, I have a lot of great things going on in my life. I'm very thankful, but I have things that haven't worked out, causing me massive pain, and things that have worked out have brought me great joy. And last night, I'm 48 years old. I've been doing work in this space for a long time, and I've had great things happen, and I'm like, oh my God, and this happened last night.
Yeah,
so people
that's
like,
how I
oh, right. So people like, oh, so you go through these things so you get more motivation? No,
No,
you get
it's
these.
more than that.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, it's more than that. That's what I actually came to this because of my dad, and I was like, oh, it's just gonna be like a motivating thing. And my friends would ask me, and I called my husband and I'm talking to him. And I'm like, I can't even explain to you what it's like. It's not motivating. It's life changing. It's the experience that you have when you're there, and like things in myself. Like I knew my mom was an alcoholic, but I knew that I had gotten over it. But really, truly, I didn't realize I was seeking security that whole time. And then it just all of a sudden dawned on me that I was seeking it, and that my rules and expectations weren't lining up together, and that's why I wasn't happy, you know? And I'm like, what is this? And it was so easy once he, brought it to my attention and went through the board, and
And now we have a new life.
I
Right?
know, yeah. I actually
yesterday.
woke up this morning and I was like starting to feel guilt, because if I don't make everyone in my family happy, I feel guilty. So then I woke up and I was like, I'm
I have that one
tired.
too, yeah,
Can we sleep in? And then they're like, oh, okay, we'll wait for you. And then I remember I was like, my heart starts racing and I start feeling bad, and I'm like, you know what? And I just started,
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And so for all, and if you're like, this sounds like really weird, just ask yourself, that's cool, and there's no judgment, right?
Yeah.
But are you, like, if you're, the whole idea is how big and do you want your life to be? And not in terms of money, and not in terms of business, but in terms of just life and enjoyment, right? And like fulfillment. And people are like, this is like a dance party at 2:30 in the morning. And by the way, like I wasn't that comfortable dancing, not that I think I'm a pretty athletic person and I feel good about it, but like, just like when I grew up, you didn't do that. Guys didn't dance. Right? That was a time you didn't do
And
that.
now you're really good at it.
Thank you very much. Well, I appreciate that. Coming from Mariah Brown, ladies and gentlemen, like the queen of the dance party.
Downtown Mariah Brown.
Yeah, so thank you. Right? I'm honored. And I just want to say, hey, have an awesome day out there. Let's play a big game, and I really appreciate both of you.
Great job.
Mariah, thanks. Have a great day.